In today's video, guys, we're going to do a guide on the Planar Expedition, aka the clan boss, the alliance boss, or however you guys want to call it. I'm gonna share with you guys a couple of crazy teams that will push very high damage, and I'm gonna basically explain you what you need to prioritize in order to get the best possible score. Now, this is extremely important content, not only for your alliance as a whole, but for you as an individual. You're gonna get these rewards right here, which will enable you to get tons and tons of goodies, all of these chests. But the main thing is, on top of the other rewards that you're getting from the actual Planar Expedition, is the fact that you need it for your Chaos Clepsydra. So somewhere right here, Race for Honor, if I remember it correctly, or was it Trial of Courage, or was it Spreading Fame, one or the other, you're gonna have these. You're going to need to reach specific damage milestones, and this is going to be very important to make sure that you're able to unlock all of these rewards, and of course to gain more Echo of Clepsydra, which will give you a better boost on the leaderboards. Before we get into that, guys, if you guys enjoy the content, make sure you smash that subscribe button. I'm seeing that still a lot of you guys that are watching the content are not subscribed, and hey guys, it's free, plus it helps to support the channel. It's actually really helpful for the channel. And if you guys want to put your hand on more free rewards, make sure you guys head over to the website right here. Use code Skratch. You can either do it from in-game or by clicking the link in the description or the pinned comment. You're going to be able to claim free rewards straight away. You're going to help and support the channel, and I'm going to be able to do thousands and thousands and thousands of giveaways with Heliolite dice, gems, and all the goodies. Now, before we dive into talking about the guide, I do want to give a massive shout out to the guys in my Discord, because they have been absolutely killing it with strats, helping other people out, and all that stuff. If you're not in Discord, make sure you guys click the link in the description or the pinned comment. But for this one, big shout out to my buddy Augusta, because not only it reminded me to use the team, but it actually shared with me a very good strat that enables you to do crazy damage with the summoners without bringing any healers in here. So this will be, let's just say it, content for filthy degenerate whales, because I'm gonna use exclusives. I'm gonna show you what they can do. If you guys want to see a video from my free-to-play account on this content, let me know. They're definitely not performing as good, but I will share some strats with you that, of course, will help you across the entire board, regardless if you're free-to-play or a filthy degenerate spender. Basically, guys, this is an elemental boss. You have 3 different bosses. They do not have crazy stats overall. And every time this boss reappears, because you have it for a few days, then you don't have it for a few days, it changes the elemental affinity bonuses. So this time around, as you guys can probably notice, damage taken from necrosis, fire, poison increased by 30%. So of course, you're going to want to use the best possible teams from these elements. 2 of them. Now, I've tried pretty much every single one of them except poison, because I do not have Lothair. But I can show you, for example, what my buddy is doing with Lothair, and is absolutely crazy. 450 million damage, okay? So yes, I do need a freaking Lothair on my account as well, but at some point in the future. Probably in 2 days when the new banner comes. Now, the whole idea is that you can actually smash these bosses pretty damn quick, and you don't necessarily need a lot of healing, because you're killing them so fast, they just do not have time to proc a lot of damage and use all of their skills to basically kill your team, okay? So that's basically one of the main things you need to keep in mind. You're going to be able to challenge these bosses twice every single day, and you're going to get very good rewards, because you're going to get 1000 alliance vouchers on top of everything else that you can get from here. You're going to have that chest that will unlock at a specific milestone, and of course more goodies from there too. But if you guys are paying attention, you're going to see that the fire boss is not actually taking more damage from fire. He's actually taking damage from poison. If you look at the poison boss, you're going to see that he's taking more damage from fire. If you look at the ice one, he's going to take more damage from necrosis. So positioning your characters in the right way is definitely very important. Let's start with this team that we're going to run first. Then I'm going to run my Flora team in here as well to show you how it performs, because that is the second best for me on this rotation. And overall, the Ice team, the Frost, they do not really do crazy good damage in here. At least they were not doing it previously. Rally was able to double the damage from Frost. Poison, as I've mentioned, I did not try them. Dauntless, they were not performing very well either, because there's a lot of single target damage in there, which kind of sucks. You want to prioritize hitting all of these bosses, because the elemental bonus is only 30% more damage from here, right? But if you're ignoring 2 of the bosses, you're gonna miss out a lot of damage. So AoE damage is more important. Even when you have that bonus for Radiance, Lightning, and Frost, I'm still going to run these 2 teams, because they will bring overall more damage than the other ones. Maybe I will change the Fire one with the Dauntless. That's something that I still need to basically check. Now, we have no skill timing whatsoever. We do have some talents on our characters, but I can actually show you that like this in a better way. So, in terms of talents, as you guys can see, I only have Lelwonis with 5 talents. I do not have her exclusive. I have her on a Gambler set. I actually tested a few different sets, but I've seen from Augusta as well that he was running Gambler. I was like, let me try it with Gambler too. And it did up the damage by quite a bit. So Gambler is the best option for this specific thing. Now, as an artifact, we are using the free one, Great Demon Skull. Without a doubt, the summoners are crazy, crazy good versus this type of bosses, guys. We're gonna use Ripcast, an absolute freaking monster, not only for the Fae, but in here too, because he brings these debuffs, a lot of debuffs, and he's going to be the best character to put defense down with Witch's Remains. Multiple hits, bang, you get the job done. Now, in terms of talents, we went middle 3 with him. With Lelwonis, we went the top 3, of course. I have him built on an Ancestral Protection set, as you guys can probably notice. And a few of them will have these. Tunnel's King's Legacy Armor or Schadenfreude. This will actually give him healing when he lands debuffs. He's gonna land a lot of debuffs, so he's gonna stay alive. On Premsa, we are actually running the Ancestral Guidance. If I would have her inspired at 1, I'm going to be able to dodge this and give her even more damage. But we're going to try that. I had to change it because she wasn't staying alive. I have this super, super sexy glove. Let me just find it. Where is it? That's another one. Hey, where's my freaking glove? Where is my freaking glove? Is it? Ah, this one. This is the one. This is the one. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful for derivative damage dealers. But she's not going to stay alive if I'm changing the chest piece from her, unfortunately. So, that's the build on her. This is the artifact, the Queen's Fan. This is definitely the right thing to use if you're running derivative damage and they're not exclusive. Then, I think I showed you talents, right? Top 3 on her, but not max. Then we are using Centralia. She only has up to this talent, middle part as well. We are using a Brotherhood set to boost the elemental damage. Very, very important. She doesn't really have any crazy build whatsoever. She does have, of course, the downpipe organ. She does have attack gloves. Heck, I could probably find better ones to boost my attack a bit. Maybe these ones. I could run this elemental ascension on them too and get 12% more attack. Heck, why not? I'm dropping a bit of crit rate on her. It's not like she deals a lot of damage anyway. And I'm going to get 17 more attack on the rest. Nah, heck, I'm not going to bother with that. Not worth it. But either way, that's the artifact. And on him, we are actually running a Puppeteer set. So this will boost the ultimate energy on the entire team. And we have the Rift Hourglass. That's mainly because we want him to buff as often as possible. Okay, really, really, really helpful. Now, without further ado, let me show you the talents too. Top 3, but only up to talent number 4. I'm going to go into a run. We're not going to do the entire run. I'm just going to show you basically how everything works. But then we are going to actually do a different run that will enable us to push in more damage. One thing that I've just noticed actually is my bird. Let me just reposition my bird to go to the right one. So I want the bird to go right here. because this will enable the bird to hit the boss that actually takes more necrotic damage. So we put a bird to go right there. Level 1 is right there as well. And we have some of them pushed in the other corner, which is more than enough. We're going to get another bird onto the other side. And Ripcast is going to land the debuffs. And slowly we're going to start to absolutely demolish these freaking bosses. Now, one thing that I should be doing is maybe try somehow to get more skill haste on Ripcast. To try him... maybe to push him a bit to land the debuffs before my other damage dealers go. But it seems like it just fixed itself, because I've seen before my how you call it, my Lelwonis and Premza going before him, right? So we want to have the defense down just to push in more damage. Of course, the defense down will eventually proc, but as it seems, it's just not proccing fast enough for them to do enough damage. So I will do a bit of skill timing only after we're doing a little bit of this run, because that should boost my damage by quite a bit. Because if I don't have that defense down, I'm missing in a lot of damage, as you guys can probably notice. So it's good that I've actually went into an actual run to see what's happening, because this shows me that Premza and Lelwonis are moving too fast. So I need to delay them a little bit. It seems like they're moving way too freaking fast, actually. So maybe I can somehow find a bit of skill haste on Ripcast. Now, as you guys can probably notice, we are absolutely demolishing these bosses. They just have no chance to do crazy, crazy damage, okay? And that is very, very, very helpful. Because if they cannot do a lot of damage, we are just absolutely stomping on them, right? And that is huge. It seems like... even though I might have to change that, it's still not going to fix the issue, probably. Because it seems like they're just gaining on him more and more and more by the looks of it. Or more or less is actually the same. So that's how the run works. You want to position your characters wisely, bring in some debuffs. A decreased attack is going to be really, really helpful if you're struggling with survivability, especially if you're not planning to run healers. I just wanted to show you that you can do it without healers. I was pretty surprised as well seeing it, that we are able to do it without healers, but really, really helpful. So I'm quickly going to check. I only have 30 skill haste on him. She has 18 and she has 19, but the cooldown is 19.5 and on her is 19.5 and on him is actually 18.9. How are they moving in front? That is really, really odd. I'm not sure exactly why it's happening, but it's happening for whatever reason. Now, I could go at the skill timing and try to basically push this a little bit, right? So I can push these skills something like this, and maybe like this, and then this is 19.5, 19.5, 19. So I'm just gonna have to basically reset the rest, because I don't want to have the 19, right? So I'm going to leave him like that. I'm going to push her like that. Feels like Ripcast should be going well in front of them, but for whatever reason, it's not happening. This should help a bit the whole situation. Now, let me just show you what damage we are getting out of this with a combat simulation. Check this out. Very curious if it ups the damage with the skill timing or is not, because... that Ripcast would have been nice with more skill haste. Very, very curious. And hopefully everybody survives. Look at that! Everybody survived. 291 million damage, guys. Absolutely freaking bonkers, okay? Crazy, crazy, crazy powerful in here. Now, I was running Frost, Dauntless. They were not getting close to 100 million on the previous cycle, okay? Rally was able to get to 100 million. I haven't run Wild previously because I had no Flora, but I do have her now. But look at the freaking summoners, guys. 291 freaking million. One thing that I would love to have is one extra Premza to empower her, because that would give her healing instantly. So I would not have to use this chest on her. I would be able to basically use this insane piece that I've got today, and I would be able to use this piece right here. Okay, and this would boost the damage by so much. But unfortunately, she dies. Okay, so let's do a combat simulation. Maybe you guys are going to bring me luck and Premsa is going to stay alive. That would be nice if she stays alive. But unfortunately, she dies at some point. I'm not sure exactly where in the run because it's a 10 minutes long run and I'm not actually able to see that. But maybe she survives now. No, she did not. She died pretty early because you see we dropped in a lot of damage. And that is pretty unfortunate. If I would have a +1 empowerment on her, this would be crazy damage. But I'm not going to buy the epic selector chest to get her now from there because I'm waiting for the next banner that starts not tomorrow, the day after, and maybe I'm going to pull a copy from there. And if I pull a copy of her from there, then I can pick Ivelios from that chest later at some point. And that's why I am not doing it, right? But with this build, they are really doing an amazing job. So I'm going to do another combat simulation, see if we beat the 291. Hopefully we are. And then we're going to move to the next team. But this is how you set high scores in here. Extremely helpful for your alliance ranking, for your alliance rewards. You can basically carry your freaking alliance in this event. 293. I'll take that. I'm going to save it. Pretty damn good result with that. And you have this chest where you need to score a specific amount of points. And this will give you this alliance weekly progress rewards, which are very helpful. We had an epic from there. We got him, but we cashed in on the chest. Now, let's bring in the wild team. It's literally my team that I am running in the temporal vortex. That's it. And they perform pretty damn well as well, to be honest. So, no, I am not bringing you in this time because you are not performing as good. We're going to go on to the wild vortex team, and we're going to use this team. Now, I will have a support character in here, which is Adolphus. I don't have to worry about bringing in different gear to basically boost their healing or anything like that. Now, we want to prioritize the middle boss in here because he's the one that takes 30% more damage from fire element. And in terms of skill timing, I'm literally going to run the exact skill timing I have on my temporal vortex because there's no point in changing this whatsoever. It's not going to be helpful at all. And these are pretty much the same gear sets that we had on the previous ones. We have a puppeteer, we have an executioner, and maybe instead of the executioner set, not maybe, for sure the gambler set will be better on Casper 2 for the temporal vortex. So I need to actually change that. And I'm probably going to try and change it right now. Before I was not able to get enough crit rate with a gambler set on him, but he brings a lot of multi-hits into, which makes it really helpful. So I can bring this beautiful chest piece on him, which will give me the crit rate. It will drop some of the other stats, but that's fine. And the problem that I have is that all of the top pieces suck big time, okay? Like, they really suck. So I'm gonna have to maybe smash a bit the Grave of Venom to try and get a few better pieces from the top right here. Let's see. Is that better? No. Is that better? Ooh, this is a lot of freaking attack. What is this? Crit rate and crit damage. 23 crit damage. I'm losing 10 crit to gain 80 attack. I'm losing 320 attack. But I am gaining a lot of attack from everywhere else. And this might be it. Now, I'm definitely going to give this an elemental ascension that will solve a bit the issue with losing some of the attack. I'm not going to bother with the top pieces yet because they're pretty damn pointless. But his attack is not as high. But thankfully, we can get more attack from other pieces too. So, let's actually give it a go as it is. And I'm going to go in the combat simulation mode. They will have a lot of single target damage and stuff. We have average that drops a bit of AoE. It's fine. We're going to basically prioritize the single target because this does very good damage too. As you guys are probably going to notice right about now. 216 million damage. But this is a team with full talents because it's my Vortex team. But really, 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 really good damage, as you guys can probably notice. Flora is killing it in here too. Not as powerful as Lil One is, as you guys probably noticed, but it's still a very, very solid damage, right? The thing is, we don't really have AoE in here to really make the most out of it. I'm going to save this one. I'm happy with what we've got from this team. And that's pretty much it for this video. That's how you score crazy high points in here. My server is extremely competitive. It seems like a lot of my clanmates did not put in the work yet to get their runs done. But I've done 50,000 points in here. Not double from rank 1 and 2, but they will definitely do a lot of catching up because I have a lot of clanmates that have very, very good teams. Either way, guys, that's how you score crazy, crazy damage in here. If you guys would like to see a video from my free-to-play account where the damage is pretty trash, but hey, maybe you get different ideas on what teams to use from there, let me know in the comments down below. These two are some of the best teams in the game. Of course, Poison comes at the very top. Poison, Necro, and probably Wild. I will have to test Dauntless on the next cycle and see if by any chance they do beat the team with Flora. Much love, appreciate all of you guys watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.